Hello, hello. So I've got this old notebook. Well, it's not really a notebook, it's actually a laptop. And yes, there's a difference between notebook and laptop. A notebook is basically just a quote-unquote low-end sort of portable computer. And laptops are a little bit more powerful, like this. And this is an HP EliteBook. It's basically a portable workstation computer, and this is quite old. This is from like 2010, 2011. So when I'm recording this video, it's 2016 now, so it's about 5-6 years old, but it actually still works. It's quite big and quite heavy as well, and it's sort of the back side of it all. If I can get some more light there. And yeah, if I open it up, so yeah, this is quite big and heavy. Let's see if I can open it up. There's the keyboard, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has a quadro card. See if you can see those stickers there. It's a quadro graphics card, Intel Core i7. It's a I'll show you when I do the screen recording the kind of things that are in here. And so yeah, this is a Swedish keyboard, and it also has the numpad over here, which I like. I use that a lot. And for some reason it's focusing on the touchpad, it looks like. But yeah, that's kind of a big keyboard. And it also has this in the center here, the mouse tracker, or what you call it. And it has, let's see if I can feel it here. No, not really. But you have to trust me, this monitor here, it's a 17-inch monitor. And the native resolution for this monitor is 1920 by 1200. So the text is really small, so I have to sit really close to the computer to be able to read the text. And as I said, more of the specs later on when I do the screen recording. So let's see the underneath here. Let's see if I can get things done here. Get the screwdriver. Let's see over here. I got, for some reason the video turned yellow. If we can turn off bright light. Now, see if I can get in here. And there's two RAM modules. I think you can have 4, and usually the other ones are underneath the keyboard. And right now I actually discovered this port. This almost looks like an M.2 slot, but I don't know what that is. It looks like this one. This is the wireless card, and this is kind of the same port. So yeah, and there's the BIOS battery. Nothing special around here. Just some of the RAM and stuff. And let's see, there's nothing real else you could have over here. Is Here's the main hard drive. It's 2.5-inch slot, and one screw over there, and you just pull it up a little bit like that, and take this black little thing here, just pull it out. So it's basically a little tray, and here's one SSD. It actually came with one SSD, but I put that one in the desktop. Well, it actually second one is actually in the other tray, but this is one SSD. This is the old one that I got several years ago. It's an 80 gigabyte SSD from Intel. It's a really old one, but I don't really have that many apps, and right now it's using like 62% of the storage. And I basically got Windows 7 Professional, and I noticed that the Professional version takes a lot more space than the Home Edition, Windows 7 that is. Just the bare Windows 7 Professional without any updates are like 35 gigabyte or something, and that's almost 50% of the storage space. And then you get a couple of gigabytes of updates. So yeah, over 50% is just Windows. And over here we have actually a kind of a lock screw. Over here is a sort of mechanism that you can pop out this tray here. And what I got here is a second storage unit, a second SSD. And this is also the Intel. It's the same model as the main one, but this is 160 gigabyte. I use this for storage, you know, documents and stuff like that. And you can actually run this. There is a RAID configuration in the BIOS, so if you have the two of the same, you can run this in RAID if you want to. But I don't have any. This is basically the CD-ROM slot, but this computer didn't come with any CD-ROM or DVD, so I have an external one instead. So that's kind of the front and back, nothing special. See, on this side, nothing special. It has a, some more light perhaps, like that, a display port, right, see over there, that's a display port, a regular VGA, and a USB 2 port, and they seem to be a FireWire something, and some PCI MCA slot, and some kind of ventilation as well. And on the other side, there's, so let's see, this is the front, yes. So this is a eSATA port, and this first, the next one here is a USB 2 port, one single one, and these two of these are USB 3, and then we have just a regular DVD slot there and a gigabit network card. So yeah, and the back has the regular Kensington I think there, ventilation, and the heat from everything is on the left side. That's the ventilation port over here, and it gets really, really hot. So yeah. So yeah, that's the computer, and the battery life on this just sucks. Like half an hour, because of the processor. But yeah, let's switch to the screen recording so I can show you a little bit more.
A few moments later.
Okay, here we are inside Windows, and let's see here, open up this Windows 7. I was running Windows 10 on it as well, but it's just I don't know, I have another video about that. So I'm running Windows 7 Professional on it. And here you can see the CPU. It's Intel Core i7 CPU. It's the Q720, 1.6 GHz. So yeah, it's kind of a slow one. The modern i7s are like 3 GHz or something like that. But yeah, this computer is like 5 to 6 years old. So yeah, 6 years old, something like that. And I got a lot of RAM, 16 gigs. And the funny thing, I don't know how they do it, but when I looked up the Q720 on the Intel Arc, it says that it can only handle like 8 gigabytes. So I don't know how they do this. But yeah. And the model number is HP 8740W. It's a Workstation notebook. So let's see at some of the hardware in here. Device manager. Disk drives. Yeah, here you can see the both SSDs. This is the main one, the 80 gigabyte, and the extra one, 160. Here you can see on the widget here to the right, it uses about 62%, 63 actually. Yeah, the text is really small for me to read, so it's hard to see if it's a 3 or a 2 there, but yeah, that's the hard drives. Display adapters, it's the NVIDIA Quadro FX 2800M, and it's not a gaming graphics card, because I tried to even play Minecraft, and Minecraft even lags with this, so and it has to do a little bit with the processor, because Minecraft is basically processor intensive. So the graphics card is kind of mostly used for like some textures and stuff. And the Quadro cards actually have their own specific drivers. So you can't really go to NVIDIA and download the regular GeForce drivers. They don't work. So instead of selecting GeForce, you go to the Quadro section. These are the latest drivers for the Quadro, and these are actually the standard, what's it called, ODE or OBE drivers. Just the standard ones. And there are Quadro cards have different sort of optimized drivers. And they have one optimized for CAD and then one other for something else. Some 3D rendering stuff. But this is just a regular driver for the card. And let's see, what else do we got? Nothing special here. Network adapters, yeah, it's the gigabit card. And this must be the wireless. Processors, yeah, it's the i7 Q720. And it's a quad-core CPU with hyper-threading, so that's why you see 8 of them here. So there's 8 logical processors or cores. Got some SD host adapters. It's actually a card reader. And sound. The built-in sound is the IDT high definition. I had never heard of this IDT before. And this is the webcam that I have. And USB. You can see the USB 3 things. But yeah, quite a nice notebook, even though it's old, and it's a lot better than the previous notebook that I had, or laptop. The first one that I still have is a single core CPU, the first Centrino that came out. Then I had a dual core, the Intel Core 2 Duo, and that was really bad. Then I got this one, and I got it for free actually. I switched the one of my older notebooks with this one. So yeah, kind of fun to play around with. And as I said, I have a Minecraft server on this, and since I got both of these drives are SSDs, and I got this bigger server on the bigger drive here, and it's nice to have the server on an SSD because I have a dynamic map installed, and dynamic map creates a lot of small files, and the small files are really fast. They load fast on an SSD, a lot faster than the mechanical drive. So yeah, so that's that short video about Windows, about this computer. So see you later.